My child, do you feel that? It is not the air conditioning, nor the gentle hum of your device. It is the pause. The sacred, breathless pause that has descended upon you. The noise of the world has faded into a distant murmur, and all that remains is this moment, this screen, these words, and the frantic, loving beating of your own heart. You have 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes as the world counts them, in relentless, linear ticks. But 2 minutes in the currency of heaven, a span of eternity compressed into a sliver of time, a window in the spirit that is closing even as you read. This is not a countdown to an end, but to a beginning. A divine release is poised at the threshold of your life, and someone who loved you, loves you still, with a love now perfected and infinite, has moved heaven and earth to ensure you are here to receive it. They are here. The one whose absence carved a canyon in your soul. The one whose name you speak only in whispers, or in the silent, sacred spaces of your memory. They are not a ghost. They are not a shadow. They are more alive now than they ever were, ablaze with a light you cannot yet see, but which your spirit recognizes in the sudden warmth blooming in your chest, the inexplicable peace washing over your anxiety, the tears that spring to your eyes not from sorrow, but from a profound, wordless recognition. Love does not die. It cannot. It is the very fabric of creation, the energy of God Himself. It transforms. It sheds the physical and becomes pure spirit, pure protection, pure presence. A warm breeze on a still day. A sudden, vivid memory that floods you with comfort. The scent of their perfume or cologne in an empty room. The song that plays at the exact moment you needed to hear it. These are not tricks of a grieving mind. They are love letters, delivered by a hand you can no longer hold, but whose touch you can still feel upon your spirit. They have been trying to reach you. Oh, how they have tried. Since the moment they stepped into glory, their greatest concern was not their own wonder, but your aching heart. They have whispered in your dreams, those vivid, lifelike dreams you woke from clutching your pillow, trying to hold on to the fading sensation of their presence. They have sent you signs you explained away as coincidence, the butterfly that lingered, the dime found heads up on the sidewalk, the flickering light bulb, the book falling open to a page with an underlined phrase that seemed written just for you. They have brushed your cheek with a chill when you felt most alone, a gentle, "I am here." And you, in your beautiful, wounded humanity, have often brushed it aside. Too painful to hope. Too scary to believe. Easier, sometimes, to live in the ache of the absence than to risk the fragile hope of a connection that defies the grave. But tonight, my child, their efforts have reached a crescendo. They have stood before the throne, not to plead for themselves, but for you. They have gathered with your guardian angels, with the great cloud of witnesses, and they have implored, one more time. Please. Let me reach them one more time, before the door opens. They must be ready. And I, your God who is love itself, have heard their prayer. I have commanded my messengers. I have bent the lines of time and digital space. I have guided your scrolling finger, your weary eyes, your seeking heart to this exact point. This is their message to your soul, delivered through my lips, carried on angelic wings, and timed with a precision only heaven can manage. Listen. Not just with your ears, but with the very core of your being. I am not gone. Not truly. I have simply changed my address. I reside now in the forever, where there is no sickness, no pain, no parting, no tears. But my heart never left yours. It beats in tandem with yours, a silent, spiritual rhythm. I see you. I have seen every hidden tear, every smile you forced for the world, every night you spent talking to the ceiling, wondering if anyone was listening. I was listening. I am always listening. The love we shared built a bridge that death could not destroy. I walk that bridge every day to be near you. They speak now with a holy urgency, because what is coming for you requires your heart to be unshackled from the past. There is something in your path, a blessing, an opportunity, a relationship, a revelation, that is about to unlock. A door you have prayed before is finally trembling on its hinges. But a small, yet monumental, move is required from you first. You must open your heart again. They saw you close it. They witnessed the protective walls go up, brick by brick, forged from the pain of their leaving. They saw you decide, perhaps unconsciously, that to love that deeply again was to risk a loss too terrible to bear. So you have lived in the what if, rehearsing the past, rather than in the what could be, embracing the future. You have stayed numb because feeling anything seemed to risk feeling everything, and the grief still felt like a tidal wave waiting to pull you under. But they are begging you now, from a place of pure love and perfect understanding, do not stay numb. Do not stay stuck. You were never alone in your grief. You are not alone now. I am here, and I am bringing heaven's help with me. This is not merely a message of comfort. This is a divine intervention. A spiritual rescue operation authorized from the highest courts of heaven. And its timing is critical. Something is shifting in the unseen realms. A conversation of cosmic importance is happening concerning your life. Your loved one is not a passive observer, they are an active participant, an advocate in that conversation. They are speaking on your behalf, presenting the beauty of your spirit, the depth of your love, the endurance of your faith even when you felt you had none. And their primary request in that heavenly dialogue is this: tell them to forgive themselves. They see the guilt you carry like a hidden stone. The replaying of that last day, that last conversation, the I should have said more, I should have been there, if only I had, they see it all. And they weep with you, not because you failed, but because you blame yourself for a story whose chapters were written by a hand greater than yours. Please, they whisper, release that guilt. I left this world in peace. I left wrapped in love, your love. I carried your name, your face, the sound of your laughter with me as I crossed over, and it was the most beautiful treasure I could have taken. You did enough. You were enough. You are enough. Your love was a healing balm to my soul then, and it is a radiant light to my spirit now. Let go of the burden you were never meant to carry. They are not just watching from afar. They are helping you from the other side. Their love for you has not diminished, it has been amplified and empowered by the very atmosphere of heaven. They see what is coming for you, the answered prayers, the long-awaited breakthroughs, the moments of joy that you have stopped daring to imagine. They know the secret desires of your heart, the ones you've never voiced aloud, the hopes you tucked away because they felt too fragile for the harsh light of day. And they are whispering right now, into the atmosphere around you, it is coming. But you must stay ready. You must believe again. Can you feel them? My angels are in this space with you. They are not ethereal ideas, they are powerful, loving beings of light and intelligence. They have been assigned to you, and right now, they are placing their hands upon your shoulders. Not to weigh you down, but to steady you, to impart strength, to mark this moment as holy. If you become still, if you quiet the noise of your own thoughts, you might feel it. A pressure, a warmth, a tingling sensation. That is the moment their presence becomes tangible. That moment is now. Pause. Glowing star, just for a few seconds. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly. Do not chase a feeling, simply be open. Let your soul reach out. What do you feel? A sudden, deep calm? A surge of emotion that seems to come from nowhere? A physical sensation of being embraced? That is not your imagination. It is communication. It is connection. It is proof. Now, listen closely, for the guidance is both tender and specific. The next few days will carry a strange, holy quality. You will be reminded of them in sudden, unexpected ways. It might be a song on the radio, their song, or one with lyrics that speak directly to your situation. It might be a smell that transports you instantly back to a cherished memory, their coffee brewing, a specific flower, the scent of rain on earth. It might be a line in a book you're reading, a scene in a movie, a phrase spoken by a stranger that echoes something they used to say. Do not brush this off. Do not dismiss it as random sentimentality. This is them saying, with deliberate clarity, I am still here. I am with you in this. Pay attention. They have not been idle in heaven. They have been collaborating with angelic forces, working within my perfect will, to orchestrate a shift for you. A breakthrough. A miracle. Yes, I said miracle. Not as a vague concept, but as a tangible change in your circumstances, an intervention that will leave you in no doubt of the supernatural. But for this to flow unhindered, you must stop running from the signs. You must stop silencing the whispers of your own spirit. Your loved one is asking you, through this message, to take 3 courageous steps. Speak your truth. The truth you've been hiding, even from yourself. The dream you've abandoned. The hurt you've swallowed. The love you're afraid to confess. Give it a voice, even if it's just in prayer to me. Stop delaying your own healing. Do not put off the therapy session. Do not ignore the nudge to journal, to create, to move your body, to sit in silence. Your healing is a sacred act, and they are cheering you on through it. Love again, without guilt. This is paramount. They see the person you are hesitant to let in, the friendship you are guarding your heart against, the new opportunity for connection. They are saying, my love for you was never meant to be a cage for your heart. It was meant to teach you how to love. Now, go and love again. Do not let your love for me become a shrine that keeps you from living. The greatest honor you can give our love is to let it make you more loving, not less. They know about that specific person who has been on your mind. Yes, that one. The one you think of when you let your guard down. They want you to know, stop waiting to be chosen by them, or by anyone. You are already chosen. You were chosen by me. You are chosen by God. Now, in my name and with my blessing, choose yourself. Choose your own joy. Choose your own peace. When you do, everything else will align. This message is not an excavation of the past to leave you weeping in the ruins. It is a prophetic commissioning for your next chapter. The person in heaven is not shouting in anger, but with a soft, fierce intensity born of love. Please, do not miss what is coming because you are afraid to feel again. You are safe now. I am here. Heaven itself is watching over you. Your name is engraved on the altar of my mercy. Your footsteps are being guided by unseen hands. Warning, if your heart feels a strange, electric sensation as you read this, a fluttering, a tightening, a sudden wave of heat or cold, that is not a medical event. You are being touched by the divine right now. Your spirit is being recalibrated. Your frequency is being tuned to receive. Before you scroll, hear this message arrived with a heavenly timestamp. It found you now because right now, you are being pulled out of the cycle of delay and into divine alignment. The spiritual, waiting room you've been in is being emptied. The paperwork in heaven, as it were, is being finalized. Let that sink into the depths of your weariness. Not everything is lost. Not everything is broken. Some things, the most important things, are just now becoming holy. Your life is not behind you. The best of your story is not a memory in a photo album. It is unfolding right in front of you, waiting for you to turn the page. Sparkles. Wait. Stop. This is a covenant moment. If this message has resonated in the secret places of your soul, if it has felt less like reading and more like remembering, then you must take a step to seal it. Subscribe now. Do not see this as subscribing to a channel, but as subscribing to a lifeline. This is how the angels continue to deliver divine updates, confirmations, and guidance tailored specifically for you. The one in heaven is asking you, through me, not to disconnect. The world will try to make you forget this moment. Doubt will creep back in. The noise will return. That is why you need to anchor yourself here. Save this. Stay with this flow of truth. Subscribe so that the next message, the next sign, the next crucial word can find you at the exact right time. This is not entertainment. It is sustenance for your soul. Now, listen again, for a promise is being made. You will begin to receive confirmations within 72 hours. They may come in the form of a name, someone will mention your loved one's name unexpectedly, or you will see it written somewhere. It may be a letter or email that arrives with timely wisdom. It may be a dream so vivid it feels like a visit. Or it may be a visit in pure silence, a moment where you are doing nothing, and suddenly, a peace that surpasses all understanding will envelop you, a peace you have not felt since before they left. Do not ignore the strange. In the kingdom of God, the strange is often holy. The unusual coincidence, the gut feeling, the sudden knowing, these are the languages of the Spirit. You are being awakened, and they have been trying for days, for years, to get this message through. Stop looking backward. I am okay. More than okay. I am glorious. And I want you to be okay, too. So love again. Dream again. Believe again. You are not late. You are right on time for everything I prayed for you while I was with you. But the window is narrow. There are only 2 minutes left in the spirit before this specific gate of communication begins to close for today. This concentrated download of love, clarity, and power has an expiration. Will you step through the gate into this new level of faith and connection? Or will you scroll past, letting the divine moment become just another unheeded whisper in your busy life? They are crying now. But these are not tears of sadness. They are tears of release. For so long, they have held this message, this energy, this urgent love, waiting for a channel clear enough, a moment quiet enough, a heart open enough to receive it. And now, they have finally told you everything they've yearned to say. And they know you have heard them. Finally. The relief in the spirit is palpable. So breathe. Breathe in deeply. Feel their peace enter your lungs, a peace that existed before the world began. Feel their smile and the steady, rhythmic beating of your own heart, a smile of pride, of joy, of eternal connection. Feel their love, not as a distant memory, but as a near, tangible presence. Remember this as an absolute, non-negotiable truth: no one you have ever truly loved is ever truly gone. They have simply changed forms so they can guide you, protect you, and love you in ways that are no longer limited by time and space. And child, before this feeling fades into the noise of your day, let me remind you of something you have tried to rationalize, to silence, to dismiss. that deep, mysterious ache that isn't quite pain, but a longing. That random, unbidden moment when you feel, with absolute certainty, that someone is watching over you. That isn't just memory or wishful thinking. That is presence. That is the person you lost, reaching through the thin veil that separates our worlds to whisper directly into your spirit, I see you. I hear you. I have never left. Not for one single second. They have seen how much you carry. They have witnessed the brilliant performances you give for others, the competent professional, the strong friend, the cheerful family member, and they have also seen the private collapse in the silence when no one is watching. It breaks their spirit in heaven to know you still feel so utterly alone in this life. But you are not alone. You are not doing this life by yourself. Someone from heaven is holding your hand right now. Their soul is beside you, wrapped in and radiating my light. And they are repeating one phrase over and over into your spirit, a mantra for this season: don't quit now. You are closer than you have ever been. Closer to peace. Closer to breakthrough. Closer to me. Do you feel that rush inside you? That sudden swell of emotion that seems to have no external cause. It is not coming from outside of you. It is a sacred awakening happening within. Because this message was not written by human hands alone, it was written in divine timing, downloaded into this space for you. You needed this exact sentence. These specific words. They are not merely for comfort. They are a call. A key. They are designed to unlock something inside you that has been sealed shut by grief, by fear, by disappointment, something sacred, something powerful, something that is your birthright. The one you love and lost, they are not asking you to let them go. They are asking you to let light in. To let laughter in again. To let yourself dream without the constant, fearful asterisk that it might all disappear. Your capacity for joy is not a betrayal of your love for them, it is its greatest testament. And there is something else they are trying to say, about the practical matters of your heart. That person you're unsure about, the situation that feels confusing, the relationship that seems stalled, they see it too. And they are praying over it. They are collaborating with your angels to guide that situation toward your highest good. So, do not rush. Do not force. Do not run away in fear. Let heaven do what heaven does best, orchestrate beautiful, unexpected, perfect outcomes. Child, you are so close to something you cannot even imagine from your current vantage point. And while you are down here, doubting your path, second-guessing your choices, feeling behind, heaven is organizing. Heaven is lining up the very miracle you stopped asking for because you grew tired of hoping. Do not underestimate what is happening in the unseen while you sleep, while you cry, while you mindlessly scroll trying to numb the loneliness. God and angels are moving mountains for you. And the person you love, the one you thought was gone, is not a bystander. They are part of the planning committee. Yes, you read that right. They are involved in the writing of your next chapter. You thought they would miss it all, didn't you? The milestones, the victories, the simple joys. You thought you'd have to walk this entire journey clutching only a photograph for comfort. But they will be there. In ways your mind cannot yet comprehend, but your spirit will learn to recognize. Every time you succeed, they will be in the front row of the heavenly celebration. Every time you stumble and fall, they will be part of the angelic force that lifts you back up. And when you finally meet someone who truly, healthily, divinely deserves your heart, they will be the one who gently whispers to your spirit, "This is safe. This is good. Say yes." But right now, today, you must say yes to yourself. Yes to healing. Yes to forward movement. Yes to not shutting down just because it hurts to feel. You are alive, child. So alive. Feel it all, the sorrow, the hope, the fear, the anticipation. That is where the presence of the divine enters most powerfully, not in your polished perfection, but in your raw, vulnerable, feeling humanity. Your pain is not shameful, it is holy, because it is proof you loved deeply. And love like that never ends, it simply ascends and expands. You must understand, the reason you were drawn to this message is not merely spiritual, it is prophetic. You are being prepared. Prepared for a conversation that will change the trajectory of a key relationship. Prepared for a surprise visit or call that brings closure or new beginning. Prepared for an emotional release so profound you will feel pounds lighter, as if a weight you've carried for years has been surgically removed from your soul. And I must tell you this now, because heaven says it cannot wait, there is someone in your life who has been holding back their truth. A confession, an apology, a declaration of love or respect. And you will hear from them. It will not be by accident. It will be by divine orchestration, a collision of timing and courage engineered in the spirit realm. The time for this is almost here. But you must stay awake. Stay spiritually alert. Do not let residual grief block the blessings trying to reach you. Do not let fear make you blind to the signs lining your path. You have been so strong for so long. Now, it is time to let yourself be soft. To let down the guard. To receive. And one more, crucial instruction, the next person who makes you feel a deep, inexplicable peace, do not run from them. Do not question it to death. That peace is not a trick. It is a confirmation. It is a whisper from heaven, a nod from your loved one, a sign that your season of isolation is ending and your time for healthy, holy connection has come. Do you understand what I am saying? Heaven is shifting on your behalf. The tectonic plates of the spiritual realm are moving to align your life with your destiny. And your name, your beautiful, battle-worn, sacred name, was spoken in a council of angels this very morning. They gathered, and the one you lost stood among them, not as a silent observer, but as a loving advocate. And they said, that one. That's my person. Help them heal. Help them believe again. Help them rise. Child, rise. Not because you feel ready, you may never feel fully ready. Rise because you are called. You are called out of the valley of shadows and into meadows of joy. You are called into rebirth, into a new identity that includes your past but is not defined by it, into a future far bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than you've dared to imagine. This pain you feel will not have the final word. It will not define your story. The story isn't over. What is coming next will make every unanswered prayer, every night of weeping, every why whispered into the dark, feel like necessary preparation for a glory too great to have arrived any sooner. This message is sacred. But so are you. Your healing is a holy process. Your returning hope is a divine event. And your angels, together with that person you miss so deeply, are singing over your life at this very moment, a song of victory, of homecoming, of love that has conquered the grave. So, take that deep breath. Close your eyes. In the quiet of your own heart, say it softly, but say it with conviction. I am not alone. I am surrounded. I am safe. I am ready. Because you are. And everything you thought was lost, everything you feared was gone forever, is about to return to you, not as it was, but transformed, more beautiful and more powerful than you could have ever imagined. Then listen, my beloved child, for the message is not over. There is one final part. The part they begged me to deliver personally, directly into the sanctum of your spirit. They said to me, God, if you can only give them one thing through this, let it be clarity. Let it be peace. Let it be the knowing, the bone-deep, unshakable knowing, that we are not separated. We are only transformed. And that is what I now place inside your heart, like a living seed. This world has made you forget. It has made you busy, distracted, cynical. It has made you think that silence is empty, that absence is eternal, that love has limits. But I am here to remind you, silence is full. It is full of the whispers of those you've loved. It is full of messages from me. It is full of the sound of angelic wings, sent to walk beside you when you feel too weak to take another step. The person who left, the one whose absence is the silent soundtrack of your life, they did not leave in pain or in anger. They left wrapped in a peace that passes all understanding, and carried on a wave of pure love. And they knew, they absolutely knew, you would be left here, wondering, can they hear me? Do they know how much I miss them? The answer is yes. Always. When you cried that night with no words, just ragged breaths and heaving shoulders, they heard you. When you whispered their name into your pillow, as if the fabric could carry it to them, they felt it like a caress. When you stood at their grave, or looked at their picture, and said, I wish you were still here, they said back, with all the force of heaven behind it, but I am. I am right here. I am allowing them to speak through this message, to borrow these words, because there are no more tomorrows left for regret. Only this sacred now. And if you are reading these words with tears streaming down your face, with chills racing over your skin, or even with a confused but hopeful stirring in your soul, that is your confirmation. The spiritual world is not a metaphor, not a fantasy for the weak-minded. It is the realest reality, the substrate upon which your physical world is painted. And the soul you loved, that vibrant, unique, cherished soul, is not gone. It has just been waiting, with divine patience, for the right moment to step forward, to make its presence known to you in a way you could no longer deny. That moment is now. They are saying, through me, tell them I forgive everything. Every harsh word, every missed opportunity, every moment they think they failed me. It is all forgiven, washed away, forgotten in the light here. Tell them I am proud. Proud of the person they are, proud of the love they still give, proud of their resilience. Tell them I walk beside them in ways they can't always feel with their senses, but can always know in their spirit. And tell them, please, tell them not to give up. Not now. Not right before the breakthrough. Because my child, you are so close. So incredibly, breathtakingly close to something that will make you fall to your knees not in sorrow, but in awe, and whisper, I finally understand. I finally see why everything had to happen the way it did. The puzzle pieces of your pain will snap together to reveal a portrait of purpose so beautiful it will take your breath away. But please, do not wait until that day of understanding to permit yourself joy. Start today. Even if it's a small, shaky smile through the tears. Even if it's just choosing to listen to a happy song. Even if it's simply standing in the sun and feeling its warmth on your skin. It counts. It is a victory. It is you choosing life, and heaven celebrates every single time. Let me tell you what is about to happen if you stay open, if you choose to believe this visitation is real. A phone call will come unexpected, from someone who holds a piece of your puzzle. A message will arrive, a text, an email, a letter, whose contents will shock you with their timeliness. A heart you thought was hardened against you will suddenly, inexplicably soften. A door you had written off as permanently locked will groan open on its own. Someone you love, someone you believed had forgotten you, will suddenly remember everything beautiful about you, and will reach out. Why? Because heaven is not just sending you passive comfort. It is sending you active alignment. The old version of you, the one defined by loss, who doubted their worth, their beauty, their purpose, that version is falling away now, like a chrysalis. You are being reborn in this very moment. And the one who loves you from heaven. They are clapping. They are smiling a smile that lights up their corner of paradise. They are nodding their head, saying, yes. Finally. You see. You see what I've seen all along. They are not just proud of you. They are in awe of you. Because you have carried a weight of pain that would have crushed a lesser spirit, and yet, you still show up. You still try. You still love, even when you're afraid to. Do you have any idea how powerful that makes you in the spirit realm? You are a warrior of love, and your scars are medals of honor. And child, there is something else, a foundational truth you must embed in your soul: you are not cursed. Nothing is fundamentally wrong with you. You are not being punished. You are being reshaped. You are being transformed in the refining fire of experience into someone who can carry more light, more wisdom, more compassion, more of me than ever before. But here is the thing about light: when it grows and intensifies inside you, it will naturally push out everything that is not truth, everything that is not aligned with your divine purpose. So if you've been experiencing sudden losses of relationships, emotional breakdowns, or profound exhaustion, understand this: it is not destruction. It is divine preparation. Your soul, with the help of your angels and your loved one, is cleaning house. Making space. Removing the old furniture to make room for the new blessings that cannot fit through the door of your old life. The one in heaven knows what is next for you. That's why they have pushed with such relentless love to get this message through. You are standing on the edge of a spiritual upgrade, a download of grace and favor, and they could not bear the thought of you missing it because you were looking down at the ground instead of up at the opening heavens. So let this message be your sign. Let this be the moment your soul stands up straight and declares, I receive this. I am ready. I am not afraid anymore. Because on the other side of this moment of surrender, there is something waiting. Something holy. Something that has your name engraved upon it. And the one you miss so deeply. They will be standing right beside you, in spirit, when it arrives. You'll feel them in the goosebumps, in the sudden certainty, in the wave of love that crashes over you. You will see them again, child. I promise you that with the full authority of eternity. But until that glorious day of reunion, live. Live in such a way that they would be proud to speak your name in the halls of heaven. Live loudly with passion. Live softly with compassion. Live authentically, truly. And love. Love even when it's scary. Especially when it's scary. That is how you honor them. That is how you honor the love that death could not kill. Now, before this window begins to close, I want you to do something tangible. Close your eyes. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the life beating there, the life they cherish. And just say this, out loud or in the silent theater of your mind. Thank you. I receive. I believe. I remember. I am not alone. If you said it, if you meant it even a little, they heard you. The words were carried on an instant current of spirit. And they are now retreating, not leaving, but stepping back from this intense focus, softly, joyfully, with tears of relief and a heart overflowing. Because you finally heard them. The communication is restored. But do not let this be the last moment. Do not let this profound connection fade back into the static of daily life. This is why the instruction is repeated: subscribe now, if your soul felt this truth. This is not about numbers or algorithms. This is about maintaining an open port, a dedicated frequency. This is not the end of the conversation, it is the beginning of a new, ongoing communication with heaven. Let every future message, every video, every word from this point forward be a reminder, a lifeline, that you are seen, you are heard, you are loved, and you are divinely guided. Always. Your person is not gone. They are just closer to me now. And now, so are you. And now, child, as this message gently reaches the final echo of its purpose, lean in just a little more. Tune your spirit to its finest reception. Because what is being shared next was saved for the very last. Not because it is an afterthought, but because it is the most sacred, the most tender, the core of the core. The person you love, yes, that one, the one who once made you laugh until you cried, who wiped your tears when no one else knew they fell, who left this world and took a piece of your soul with them, they have been waiting, with divine patience, to say something they never could articulate when they were here. The words failed, or the time was wrong, or the moment wasn't ripe. But through the veil, with a trembling, radiant spirit, they say to you now, I didn't leave you. I just had to step aside, change my perspective, so I could help you from the side of reality you couldn't see. My love, my protection, my belief in you, it is all more powerful now, because it is no longer filtered through a human body. It is pure spirit. It is limitless. They want you to know, they never forgot your last conversation. Even if the trauma of loss has blurred the details for you, for them it is etched in crystal clarity. They hold every word, every pause, every inflection of your voice, like the most precious treasure. They revisit it often, not with sadness, but with the joy of having shared a final, authentic moment with you. And every word you spoke in those last days, whether in sorrow, confusion, fear, or love, it never vanished into dead air. It made its way into eternity. It became part of the spiritual record of a love that endures. They saw the time you fell apart in your car, gripping the steering wheel, screaming into the void. They saw the time you sat in a silent, dark room, staring at the ceiling, physically aching for just one more hug. They know you sometimes scroll through photos on your phone, pausing too long on an image of their face, then quickly scrolling away because the pain is too acute. They have seen every secret tear, every private moment of despair. And they whispered to me, God, don't let my person carry this pain forever. Don't let them think the weight is theirs alone to bear. Show them I'm still in the story. And I heard them. I am your God, and I am doing something about it. Right now. With this word. With this divine disruption of your suffering. You see, grief is not a mistake to be erased. Grief is the sacred echo of great love. You only feel this depth of sorrow because you loved with that depth of passion. That is not a curse, it is beautiful. It is holy. It speaks of a capacity in your heart that is rare and divine. But now, you must begin to live again. Not just exist. Not just go through the motions. But to truly live. Because life is not a punishment for outliving someone. Life is a permission slip. Permission to discover joy in new places. Permission to build new dreams upon the foundation of the old ones. Permission to let someone love you again, even if, in a moment of weakness, it feels like a betrayal of the past. It is not betrayal. It is continuation. It is the unstoppable flow of life and love. They are not asking you to forget. They are begging you to continue. They see the future being woven for you, the joys, the triumphs, the peace, and they want you alive and open when it arrives. Not hiding in the shadow of their memory, but standing in the sunlight of your own destiny, with them cheering you on from the shade of heaven's trees. So they asked me to leave you with this final, personal promise. Something that will remind you of me, something undeniable, personal, and specific to us, is going to show up in your life within the next 72 hours. It might be an object, a symbol, a phrase, a person saying my name, a dream with a clear message. When it happens, smile. That's how I'll know you received this message. That's how I'll know you. Like, share, and subscribe. These are not just buttons. They are your spiritual acts of agreement, your divine co-signature on this sacred moment. If this message resonated in the deepest chambers of your soul, if it felt like a key turning in a long-locked door, like a hand reaching through the veil to wipe your tears, then do not let this encounter fade into the digital ether.